don't think I've bought anything from Zara since. Oh, just kidding. This is from Zara. It's from China, so it doesn't really count. It was on sale. Next, my impulse purchase. I think this is bland. My impulse purchase is a Yakan placemat. So I was in Zamboanga and I visited the Yakan Weaving Center, and I saw these really beautiful placemats. It comes with this one big diamond pattern. I forgot the local term for it, but then it's a unique pattern for the Yakan weavers. So I bought 8 immediately for my table at home. So the original price was $350 per placemat, but I was able to bargain it down to $300, so that cost $240 in total. This could have been a worse purchase though, because when I got home, I realized the placemats did fit our table. Our table is round, and if you lay out all the placemats, they overlap. So it did look very nice. It did look as I expected it to. But I was able to find another purpose for it, and that's as a laptop mat. The mouse works on top of it. That makes me feel happy. Add some life into my table. Yeah, that's my impulse purchase. I didn't expect to get placemats. I call it laptop mats now. But I didn't expect to get placemats in Zamboanga, but yeah, now I have laptop mats. Yeah, so this is my lifestyle receipt. I applied for a work visa to Australia. So before I leave, my goal is to have visited 81 provinces of the Philippines. It just doesn't feel right to me that I'm living in a different country without having fully experienced my own. I don't think it's a very unique goal to travel. Everyone I've talked to so far wants to travel as well. I was overcome with appreciation and awe for the world we live in, right? And we're the only species that can appreciate our planet. If you think about other animals, they live on this world to survive and not so much to appreciate. And I realized that the purest form of appreciation is experience, to be there yourself firsthand. So I'm traveling to appreciate the experience. If that hits anyone here, then that's great.
Hey, so this is what is this money breakdown?
This is money breakdown.
Yay. This is Atom, money breakdown. Sit today for the day. Alright.
Okay, so that was our first episode of Money Breakdown. Thank you so much for watching it. So now we're gonna have a quick Q&A with Nicole and Charm here. So if you have questions, then now's the time to raise them. We also want to hear your feedback, your insights, so we can keep on improving the show for you guys. So a lot of the R2A teams here, so they can really hear what they want to see. So yeah. Nicole and Charm, come over. For our live audience over here, please raise your hand if you have a question, and I'll pass the mic to you. If you're feeling shy, because it happens, we have a QR code. Are we going to show them the QR code? So you can scan that, and you can type your questions and your feedback there. So every participant gets a free sticker from Nicole. So yeah. For people who participate through the QR code, you can approach me later for the stickers.
Yes.
Okay. So while we're waiting for people, if no one's raising their hand yet, I'll ask questions. So, so how do you choose your guests in Money Breakdown?
Okay, so I'll take that. For Money Breakdown, we really want to be as diverse as we can. So Atom is just one of the people we've interviewed so far. So we've interviewed people from Cebu, Bacolod, Manila, Pangasinan so far. And it would be a great way for us to not just highlight who are the ones that are in the capital, but really we want to showcase as many people in the Philippines as possible. We're out of the frame now, okay? So yeah. Other than that, I think other than location, it would be income. So the usual income brackets that you see and fill up forms. We want to be as diverse as possible. Our challenge is inviting people who are, in the tens of millions per year annual income. But ideally, we would get there someday. And then age as well. So we have people in their 20s, 30s, And then we want to expand that to really people from all walks of life, different types of income, different geographical locations in the Philippines. So yeah.
You can imagine how hard it was for us to look for guests. Because I don't know if you guys are open about talking about your finances. If I ask you right now, Jerome, how much do you earn in a month?
A month, like 40.
Oh, never mind. It's easy lang pala. Okay. But no, like we
That's
had
the goal. That's our
the
goal.
goal. We had a bit of a hard time, actually, if you could imagine, with looking for guests who were G. Some of them, kasi like we asked them, like, oh, are you G to talk about your finances? And a lot of them don't like to, because for one, the taboo, they don't want people to judge them about their money habits. It's like, this is like on a YouTube channel, no, people are free to comment. And some people don't want to because they're scared na their family is gonna ask for money, because once they know how much they earn. But yeah, essentially that's how we've been. That's why it took a while for us to produce the show.
Yeah.
A big part of the work was like looking for people who were like really open about their finances and just like comfortable about talking about their spending habits.
Yeah, so we have our brave souls coming into the public space in the next couple of weeks. So we're very thankful for them, and we're excited for the next other episodes of Money Breakdown. So, yeah.
Alright, sige. We have a question from Jeremy. Right? Go! Sige lang, so you can get a free sticker pack pa lang.
We have a question also there later.
Sige, go, Jeremy. What is your question to our friends in front?
Since I was put on the spot, okay. How long did it take you to produce one episode?
Okay, so to give you guys a context, I've been toying about the concept of Ready to Adult being a production and media company since I started it in 2019. I really, that's why I named it Ready to Adult, initially not Charm de Leon. But I think from start to begin to end, like really, like when we really started with Money Breakdown concept, I think I would say over a year. And it's quite a long time because we were bulk producing, right? We wanted to produce as many episodes as we can. But I think moving forward, since we kind of got the hang of it na, maybe we can produce it in 2 to 3 weeks. It's really the scheduling that's a problem, because especially when we invite people who are outside our vicinities, like we shoot mainly in Cebu and Manila, because I'm from Cebu and Nicole's from Manila. We shoot mainly there, so it's more of like the logistics and everyone's schedule, especially if may trabaho on the weekdays, ganyan. But yeah. So from pre-interview to shooting, and then yung editing, medyo matagal din, but yeah.
So like Charm saying, it took us like almost 2 years to kind of like
Yeah.
conceptualize, find guests, and the last 2 weeks of pushing, of getting it out.
Yeah.
But now that we've fine-tuned the process and we know what we want, something like this, it will take us 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So like regular, yung papanoorin nyo. Yeah.
Yes, so
We have we have someone else who wants to ask.
You can ask questions actually, or like comment on what you watched. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Atom? How do you
Yeah.
feel about this? Johan.
i-judge nyo si Atom.
Johan first a while ago. And then we'll
Wala
have-
naman dito si Atom, i-judge nyo siya. Joke lang.
I was gonna invite Atom, but
Joke
he's
lang.
traveling right now. I think he's in Sigihor. I
Yeah.
don't remember where he is. But yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Johan.
Hi, Johan.
This is not a question, and it's more about the content. I was expecting something na, with finance kasi, my question with that is how his parents influence his finance decisions. And another one is, did he use his connections, or does he have, he's got networks to be able to come up with the business?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a great question actually. So I can't speak for Atom, but I kind of want to share that our interviews typically last for 2 hours. 2 hours for the entire interview, right? So we want to fit it into an entertaining 10 to 15 minute video. And I think those questions did come up during our conversation with Atom. He did share like what his family did and stuff like that. But sometimes it's quite hard to put it all in a really short video, which is why Nicole and I have been tinkering na sayang din yung content, and we might possibly do an exclusive version, long version of it or something. But again, I can't answer it for Atom per se, but that's the reason why, we try to tell a person's story as much as we can with the little time that we have, and what we think is most relevant in terms of the story that we're also telling about that person. So, baka si Nicole maka-answer kasi sila mas
Yeah.
kilala ni si
Atom's
Atom.
actually my friend, and during his interview, he actually acknowledged that he's very privileged for what he does. I think he mentioned that most of like what he, like yung kanyang 50, he gets to keep it and essentially spends for travel. Because for the most part, his parents are very supportive, and he was sharing in his interview na his parents are really like, they just want their children to just live their best life, and they don't want to ask so much from him. But as you guys could probably like tell, like it's not very common in Filipino families now, a lot of breadwinners and things like that. But those are definitely important questions, Johan, that we also want to like come up in our future episodes. And we have like other episodes that are actually more focused on topics and themes like that. But I'm not sure if that answers your question. Does it answer your question? Yeah. Baka we might like have like if Atom is ready or for a follow-up episode. Parang ganun. But Atom is actually going to migrate to Australia. So this was filmed
He
last year.
mentioned it, yeah.
In October last year. So things have changed a bit. He has made a bit of his career decisions, which he also shared here, but now is actually coming to fruition. So yeah, he's gonna migrate actually.
Yes.
Alright, we have someone else who wants to participate here.
Nawala yung dead cat mo.
Wala talaga.
Hello, I'm Dan. So, just curious, no? Kasi, di ba yung Ready to Adult was like from Charm movie before, narinig ko sa kanya yung Ready to Adult page before. So, is this like official na Ready to Adult would be like Charm and Nicole?
Yes. Okay, that's a great question actually. So Nicole and I will keep our separate channels. We're still gonna be like, we haven't been posting in a bit, but when we do, it's still regular programming, personal finance, more in-depth, kami yung nasa camera, ako medyo boring, si Nicole, maraming memes yung video niya. So it's still gonna be the same. Ready to Adult is really its separate thing. So we want to feature Filipinos. So you won't see us in front of the camera as much in Ready to Adult. We want you guys to be in front of the camera. So like I said, we didn't want to hold Ready to Adult PH's potential to our limitations as creators, as, personal finance. You have different views also with personal finance, diba? So we don't want it to be limited by that. We want to showcase what other Filipinos are doing with their finances. We're not saying this is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do. We're just basically showcasing their stories. That's it lang.
Yeah, but for the most part, separate siya. Like, this is an addition. You can think of it as an addition. Charm and I will continue producing, I'm on a break, but then we will continue producing videos on our own channels. So this is like an extra project that you can kind of like expect from us.
That's why it took a while also, because we really had to stop what we were doing with our channels to focus on this. Because we didn't realize it took a lot to be a media company.
So if you can imagine, me and
production
Charm
company.
made videos in our room at
Yeah.
home. And then when we started talking to like people, coordinating with venues, me and Charm were like, oh, why? So hard.
Yeah, it's very different. So hopefully in the future we'll have a physical studio, and all of that. So yeah.
Live question.
Oh, hi, someone from the live is asking a question.
As someone who is subscribed to Nicole, I'm a bit confused. Is this a new brand for Nicole, and what happened to her Discord?
To her what?
That's a loaded question. Okay, just a quick answer for that now. What happened to me? I had a life crisis because honestly, I started my channel and it exploded when I was in a very pressuring stage of my life, which is I was a college student. And alam niyo naman lahat, during college, ang dami niyo pala talagang maisip like, tama ba yung ginagawa ko? Ano gagawin ko after college? Ganun, like, I was going through that, but I didn't really have time to think about what I wanted to do because I was just so focused about my channel for like 2 years on non-stop. And for me, I was burnt out. So with the Discord, I had to like let it go because I'm like, I can't. But then like eventually I had to stop producing also because I was starting to like question, am I still uploading for the right reasons? Because for the most part, I was making videos, fun lang, and then brands started coming in. I started working with like big companies, and the pressure was intense. And also the viewership, like my channel, I don't know if you guys were able to like track how fast my channel grew from like 0 to like 500,000, like close to 500,000 right now. So for someone who was in their early 20s, the pressure was so intense. Because I don't know if you guys are like, you're the friendlier ones now, very supportive. But there are people who are very, for lack of a better word, not nice. But yeah, so ganun, like all of that just affected me, and I just had to take a step back. Because for you to be able to like kind of like think about things, you have to kind of like unplug muna. And I think that was very important. That's why I disappeared.
And focused on this.
Oh, parang I look for another
And
stress.
Axel.
I look for another poison. And
Yeah.
then Axel. But yeah, I wanted to explore other things beyond like what I was doing continuously for like 2 years.
Yeah. Right? Oh, sige.
Sorry. Okay.
Hello, my name is Diane. Just a question po. Will we be expecting you in one of the episodes of Money Breakdown? Like, kayo po mismo yung mag-share na.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, yeah, I already committed to being one of the one of our episodes. I'm gonna do my pre-interview soon with Lara, our producer. Si Nicole, she's I don't know. Like, are you?
I don't know.
Maybe in the
also.
future. Kasi medyo marami pang nagaganap sa life niya ngayon. Medyo she's going through a lot of new things. So I guess we kind of, for me also, that's why I'm waiting, because you guys know I'm in Manila. I'm based in Manila temporarily. I lived here for 6 months. I'm originally from Cebu, and I'm going back to Cebu. So I'm going to wait for my finances to go back to normal, quote unquote. So I'm gonna wait until I go back to Cebu and do my episode there. And then similar thing, I guess, with Nicole when she's ready and when it makes sense. I guess for her, I'm answering for you because you don't look like you're gonna answer, but yeah.
So the answer is like, I don't know, but probably.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly. Because like, honestly, this is like, I am a victim of this taboo. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ako, I've shared snippets already all over different, like I've shared my investment portfolio already. I've shared my monthly spendings already. So this is just going to be a compilation. Ako, I'm not scared.
And there's also a cultural thing, because I'm Chinese Filipino, and honestly, like cultural upbringing, ganun din, like we don't really talk about.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
true.
are good at money, but like exposing is like another thing. That I'm still young, so my parents are also like, are you sure about what you want to share online? Because you can't take that back.
Yeah.
So ganun, there's just like all of those factors that come into play.
Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you for that wonderful question sa online.
Alright, so we've got 2 more questions in our QR code here. One is from Carla. She's asking, what money management system works for you that you've stuck to and is easy to follow?
Mine's online, I think. I made 2 videos, one in 2020, another in 2022, and they've changed. For the most part, honestly, I just use an app, Wallet by Budget Bakers. It's still whatever I posted on 2022, that's still what I'm using. So it's a hybrid of wallet and then a spreadsheet. And I track my net worth. I also track my budget and also my spending for each month. I should probably make an updated video. But yeah, that's what works for me. But honestly, yeah, it's just like an app and then a spreadsheet that I got from Thea, C. Bautista, which is also our friend. Yeah, I use like a part of her system for my own system. Does that answer your question, Carla? Yeah. All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Alright. For me naman, it's very similar. I track my cash and e-wallet expenses through an app because those are the things that you can't, otherwise track in a statement. And then I've gotten a little bit lazy. Instead of doing like all my transactions in an app every day, I put them all in a spreadsheet twice a month. So I review all my credit card expenses, my debit card expenses. So I try to put all the notes sa description when I bank transfer, stuff like that, para mostly digital na talaga lahat. So I only have to input my cash expenses. So yeah, and similar to Nicole, I also made my own net worth. I think I also shared it online. Net worth, daily expenses. So I can track back my expenses from 2018 ata, or
Me too.
so yeah, around 2018. So yeah.
Yeah, me also.
So that's what worked for me. Yeah.
Thank you. Online question. Will you be featuring people from different backgrounds, hindi lang yung from privileged backgrounds?
Yes. So yeah, I think I kind of talked about that earlier. So we are trying to hit different income marks. So I'm just gonna be talking about averages. We were looking for people who earn. Also, another thing also that we're trying to encourage people is to think about their income annually and not monthly. So as you notice, si Atom, he shared that he earns 660,000 pesos a month. A year. So we encourage people to think annually because people, if they don't, they kind of think about their bonuses and their 13th month pay as free money that they can spend on anything, which is kind of dangerous. So going back, so we're looking for around 250,000 pesos, 250,000 pesos a year and below, 250 to 500, 500 to 750, 750 to 1.2, and so on and so forth. So far we've shot already on each of those brackets. And we're hoping to, of course, shoot as many as we can in the future, as diverse as we can in terms, not just in terms of income really, but gender, age, family status. Like, are you the breadwinner or are you the, bunso or like all of that? So we're trying to be as diverse as we can.
Definitely, and we have just preview, but we have government workers.
Yes.
So we have a guest who works in the government and
business
then,
owners, freelancers,
we
corporate
have those
workers.
people. Yeah. So this is just the first episode, but it's not representative of what we want to do with Money Breakdown. It's just one of many. So, syempre,
and not everything's going to be in English also. So some will be talking about in their native language. So either Bisaya, Tagalog, or whatever language they're comfortable with. We'll just be putting subtitles in English. So yeah. Just so happens na the first guest is comfortable with English, so he spoke in English.
We have one more question before we move on. So this is from adult number 725. So anonymous. What will make you stand out from other finance guru channels besides being more relatable?
I have an answer to that. For one, if you can see, this channel really isn't focused on a specific person. It's not a personality. It's not me, it's not Charm, it's not just These are ready-to-adult Filipinos. So yun nga, I think that's something that will help us stand out because for the most part, it's not like a singular story. No, I think there is benefit to knowing a lot of stories. And there's a lot of stories that are, especially with finances, no, ang daming diverse. And the more representation kasi there is of oh my God, this person has the same situation as me. I'm a breadwinner and ganito rin yung job ko and this is how they're managing their finances. Ganun.
Yeah. Same answer with Nicole. It's really about showcasing people from different walks of life. So I think that would set us apart. We wouldn't call this channel a finance guru type because when you're a finance guru, you are trying to teach people what you believe in. So it's like with politics, right? People have different political opinions. They have different places in the political spectrum. It's similar with finance. There are finance gurus that teach very conservative ways. Don't utang, debt is bad, credit card is evil, etc. But there are also finance creators and gurus that are very progressive, take all the leverage and debt you can get and open a business and, stuff like that. We're not trying to teach one way of how to handle finances. In this channel, we're showcasing stories instead of telling you what you should or shouldn't do.
And I think another strength for us is that we're not starting from scratch. Me and Charm are known for being finance creators. So parang people will associate also it fits. It naturally does make sense. So we're also not just kung sino-sino lang. But for the most part, we want to leverage our existing audiences that we've already built up over the past few years and kind of bring that. We just want to make more impact in the space. And when we were talking about what else can we do beyond our own channels, talking about our own stories. Let's create a show where we can encourage more conversations like this to come up. Because my way of doing things is not the only right way, and Charm's way of doing things is not the only way that's valid out there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your answers, Nicole and Charm. And speaking of, different finance viewpoints and habits, if you want to be a guest for Money Breakdown, or you know someone who
Nagko-call to action na yung producer natin.
Yeah, we have a Google form so you can just sign up there or you can refer someone.
Or talk to us after the event. I'm ready. I want to speak my truth.
Yeah. So we would like to take a little break. And so actually, we met RB, our production. He's one of the people who's really helped us push bringing this out because we we're inexperienced when it comes to production. RB's worked in TV for, a decade. No?
Or become here.
It exposed yung age. But like, we actually met him through Axel Institute, and I feel like that's really one of the things that helped us push forward our initiative, and that's why we love and support Axel. So maybe if you guys have questions also for Axel, we can ask Anthony to
Yes.
to
So,
answer some of them.
Ayan.
But yeah.
Yeah, so a while ago we were.
So,
Yeah.
we'll do a few minutes lang to
Yeah.
address some questions
Right.
earlier. So, we had a time crunch earlier sa intro natin because the premiere was live. It was up with YouTube's hands.
Yeah.
But,
Ayun.
yeah, so ako as Axel, I attended their fundraising masterclass. So it's really all about growth. So I have a few businesses that I left in Cebu, and it's really more on growing your business. But they have their pilot courses, which is, I think Nicole also attended their
Fundamentals of business.
fundamentals of business. They have investing. So
And then si RB actually attended yung film production and
film
financing.
production and financing.
Yeah. What
So
was that about, RB?
So sa film production, everything about financing your own film, tinuro siya ni Bianca Balbuena. Siya yung mentor doon sa film production. So from start of the development stage ng script, hanggang sa magawa, hanggang sa mabenta, hanggang sa maging Netflix, maging yung pelikula or maging Amazon.
sana all.
Maging Amazon Prime na siya, content. So yun yung tinuro. So bagay siya for everyone who has from zero knowledge to mid and high. Kasi yung mga marunong na-update doon sa kung ano yung what's new. Alam namin kakagaling ng ni Bianca sa Busan International Film Festival. So updated lahat. Pero doon naman sa mga hindi pa nakapag-experience or wala pang experience sa kahit ano when it comes to film production, bagay din siya kasi hindi lang siya for film. Baka meron sa inyo gustong, kagaya nila, mag-produce ng social media contents. Pero hindi alam yung production. Una, the connections and the opportunities nandun. So, hindi lang siya just for film. It's really content producing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
kung meron dito mga aspiring, pwede.
Yes.
So-
So visit axelinstitute.org.
And let's take a moment to invite. So Anthony's actually here. Anthony
Say a
is
few
the-
words.
Anthony's actually the co-founder of Axel Institute. So that's him. That's a picture. And he's my boss pretty much for this. No. So if ever you have like any specific questions about the courses or about his background, about any business questions, he's a very business finance guy. So you can ask him also.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi everyone, good evening. I don't want to take up too much airtime, but I wanted to just thank Ready to Adult on their launch and for everybody who chose to be here. For me, looking at Ready to Adult, I mean, of course, we're proud na Axel Institute helped out in terms of making the introductions with RB, and then Sid and Nicole, Charm, and RB all went to our classes and everything. But really, what I love about Ready to Adult and the reason why we're so supportive and it's our pleasure to be partnered with Ready to Adult and a sponsor is that it's about a celebration of community, and we share their advocacy also in terms of financial literacy and financial education, which is actually why, diba, nasabi nga ni Nicole kanina na marami sa mga courses namin are actually related to business, finances, money, and all of that. Including the fundamentals of investing course that we're going to be starting this Saturday, which we're really excited about. And of course, just come check us out also on the website if that's something that you'd like to, potentially join. Nicole will be part of that course. And so if you're just starting out in your investing journey, that's something that perhaps you would want to take a look at. How that's different is really where I guess we excel, I'd like to think, no pun intended, maybe pun very much intended, at breaking down what seems like complex concepts into things that are really simple and applicable. And so we do that with basically, business concepts, investing concepts, finance, fundraising, etc. And we also try to get the best possible instructors for that particular topic. So anyway, I guess going back to the partnership, we're also a lot about community and, I love that everybody is here in person. Kasi in person yung mga classes namin eh. Sabi na Nicole, kaya nandito kami actually. This is where we have our classes and then the socials afterwards so that the people that are in the class can interact with each other and also their instructors. So we share a lot of the same things that we're passionate about between Excel and Ready to Adult. And I'm just really privileged to be connected in some way and to have helped in any part of your journey. And I love the video a while ago, by the way. That's it's so engaging, and I'm just excited for your journey ahead, and I'm glad that Excel has played a part, and would love to continue just supporting all of you guys. So,
Yes.
Take a picture. Let's take a quick picture lang pala. While you guys think about your questions, kung may mga business-related
I think we
questions.
can,
happy to take any
here
questions.
tayo.
Okay.
Kasi may projector.
Okay.
Ay,
Will
photo
be,
ko muna.
Yes.
Okay, sige.
Dito ka.
mga Excel graduates.
Legit.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ayun. So, we're opening the floor to we're opening the floor for questions.
Yeah, but I think we're about to show our next show that this is not up on YouTube yet, so this is gonna be premiered next week.
Like 1 to 2 questions probably.
One more, I think, yeah, sure.
Yeah. May question kayo about the courses, about Excel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Go lang.
Kita mo introduce sa solid scale.
Or Anthony, may discount ba?
Yes, meron. Ready to
Do you,
adult.
Anthony, may question ba? Gusto mo mag-enroll right
ask
now.
him if he can. Sige.
Ayun, meron mo sa.
Carla,
Hi,
yes.
Carla.
You ask him lang sa if he can.
Actually, that's a great question because we cover a lot of other asset classes, not just stocks. So stocks is going to be part of it, but actually we start the course with an overall approach and framework to creating wealth, and that involves creating a safety part of your portfolio and an aspirational part of your portfolio, and then we basically try to parang guide you in terms of how to allocate among those different buckets. Dun sa market portfolio naman, hindi lang siya stocks din kasi we believe na kailangan, if you're trying to construct a portfolio, pinapag-isipan mo rin yung bonds para meron kang mas safe na kahit na it's still in some way tied to the market and will give you a good rate of return. So, did that answer your question, Carla? Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm also gonna, I'm attending this course because for the most part, DIY yung alam ko, but I'm not sure. So ganun nga, when I was talking to Anthony, ano ba yung part of this course? Because this is what I know. What are we gonna talk about in this course? And there's a big focus on US equities also. For the most part, I'm invested here sa Philippines. But, some opportunities not just within the Philippines. So Anthony, if you could share a bit more about how it's different.
That's a great point. I totally forgot to mention that. The focus of the equities portion of the course is actually investing in US stocks. And the reason for that is we take a view na mas lalago yung pera mo kung invest ka in US stocks rather than Philippine stocks. And I know that that might be somewhat controversial or a non-nationalistic stand. I promise you, I'm so nationalistic that I came back after spending a long time abroad. I actually really want the Philippine stock market to improve, but we also just have to be honest and responsible in terms of what we teach. And if we believe truly na that's where the growth opportunities lie, then hindi namin push yung home market bias, diba? And also that's a way, I think, of differentiating this course kasi I think there are many knowledgeable people that talk about Philippine stocks, whereas sa US stocks siguro wala pang masyadong mga people that are actually living here and understand the Philippine investing context, but talk about the foreign markets. So
All right. Anything else? None? All right. So if there's anything you guys want to learn more about Axel now, just check out the website, axelinstitute.org, or shortened version, axel.ph, or also just follow us on Instagram. If you see the marketing, we are the ones working on that, me, Anthony, and yeah.
So I was gonna say, if you have any questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram. Actually ako yung sumasagot or si Nicole. So even if you're shy right now or we don't have time for other questions, you can always reach us through our social media channels.
Yes. All right. Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Anthony, for that. Here, I'm giving it back to you.
Thank you so much, Sir Anthony. So I'm actually tempted now. I might actually go sign up for an Axel course while I'm here in Manila.
Oh, actually, one of the people in the crowd, Miguel, is part of Axel. He has attended 3 courses, I think. So baka mamaya, if you guys want to ask him. 4 courses. Yan, suki siya. Huh?
All except the
So 5.
next week will be his 5th.
Oh, yes. Okay, all right.
All right, sige. So now we have another show that we're gonna reveal to you for the first time. So no one has seen this yet outside of the team. So I hope you feel special because you're special to us. Anyway, introducing it is the producer, Jet Luga.
All right.
Here we are.
Hello. Yeah.
Welcome him.
Hi. That's okay. All right. So so we're live on Charm's YouTube now. We're gonna be showcasing the first episode of another show that we're developing for Ready to Adult. We're not uploading it on YouTube yet, so it's only exclusive for the people who are here. So people who are on YouTube, if you want to watch the first episode the moment it airs, please subscribe to the Ready to Adult PH YouTube channel and you'll be updated once it's live next week. But for everyone who's here now, you'll be getting a glimpse of our first episode, an early premiere of our first episode. So for those who don't know me, Charm introduced herself earlier as the other half of Ready to Adult with Nicole. I am Charm's other half also in marriage. I am her husband. And so when she was coming up with the concept of Ready to Adult, the show, she was pressuring me to also come up with ideas for the show. And she was telling me, my philosophy when it comes to content creation is I want to create content that I like to consume myself, right? So with Charm, with the way our relationship works, she's always focused on earning the money, investing the money, growing the money, while I'm focused on the spending aspect. So with that, this is where I came up with the concept for our show, Sulit Scale. I really like to buy things and products and everything, and just I'm a very consumeristic guy. So I decided to create a show centered around that. Sulit Scale is as you'll see later, it's a show that's dedicated to rating the sulitness of certain items and products that we use every day. So I won't give too much away. I'll let the episode do the talking. So with that. This is the official early premiere of Sulit Scale. I hope you guys like it. Please also feel free to have ask questions after. I really look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can improve the show moving forward. So thank you guys. All right.